Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, it's me, your host, Fearless Floyd, and today I was watching a Joe Rogan video yesterday. I usually put him on and listen to him in the background, and they recently profiled that interview on Fox News. So I'm going to bring it to you. Whoops, yes, just so you guys can hear it. Okay. This is what I've been preaching for Jesus, months. Okay. Now I want you to hear it from somebody who has well over 1 million followers, very influential in the world, definitely has a platform, and now it's being produced in the mainstream media. So let's take a listen and see exactly what they have to say and see if they're parroting Fearless Floyd.
Joe Rogan on his podcast really got to the bottom of this. He said, look, convicting Donald Trump, that's all they have. Watch.
I think they have no cards, and they're looking at this game, and I don't know. I think they're depending upon party loyalty, and they're depending upon Trump getting convicted and arrested. I mean, and imprisoned rather. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think it is. It doesn't seem to. It just seems like it's a bunch of trumped up charges. No pun intended.
One of the other things he suggested was regarding Joe Biden. Joe Rogan said, at this point, the Democrats really have to kind of run him unless he dies. And there's at the same time, we've got to tell you about the 6th annual Reagan National Defense Survey and what it looks like. Essentially, it takes the pulse of America, and they talk to a number of adults, and I forget how many it was in particular, but they weren't voters. They were just adults in America, and it tells a lot about how America's feeling about this president.
Americans don't have confidence in this president. Only 36% have either great deal or some confidence. 17% have little confidence, and 47% have not much confidence at all. And Trump fared significantly better with a 47% favorability rating and a 50% unfavorability rating, Brian.
So with 97% of stories written about Donald Trump that are negative, he's still beating on the Real Clear Average. And every latest poll over the last 6 weeks, Lawrence, he's beating Joe Biden by 2, 3, or 4 points. Nikki Haley beats him by 11. And what their attack plan is, similar to Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, they made him the worst person in the world. What they're going to do with Donald Trump and say he's a fascist, if they already called him Hitler, he's going to destroy democracy. So it's not like we're better and you don't want to go back to that, because they don't want you looking at his 4 years. Or they want to mischaracterize those past 4 years. And they want to make him unelectable and say, you're stuck with me. And that's the question right now. Is that going to be enough? Since they've already played the Hitler card, actually in November, are they going to be able to do this for the next 12 months?
And the sad commentary on that piece right there is that the Democrats, the left-wing liberals, the flaming twinks rather, they don't want to hear anything Donald Trump has to say. And that's a problem. They don't even want to hear it. Okay. So if they would actually go listen to Trump's 47 agenda about what he wants to do to restore this country back to its greatness prior to a series of Republican and Democratic presidential administrations who have run this country into the ground. I said that, Republican and Democrat. And let me make it perfectly clear to each and every one of you out there. I am neither a Republican nor a Democrat. I am not registered and have never been registered with any political party. I am not registered to vote, period, end of story. Now, out of all the candidates that have a legitimate chance of being elected president in this country, my sole choice, if I could vote, which I don't and can't, would be Donald John Trump, simply because, and this is my reasoning, and I want you guys to understand this, okay? And I've had people on my show who have worked for the government, who have been in that, and now they get ostracized by their political party or by their community, whatever that looks like. Perfect example, Carmen, who ran for the 18th congressional district here in Houston against Sheila Jackson Lee. The Republican National Party literally came down here and supported the Democratic candidate, Sheila Jackson Lee, and did not fund the Republican candidate. So I know firsthand what that looks like. I've spoken to people who have been outcast and ostracized by their agency, department, or bureau, which includes clerks, state troopers, police officers, et cetera, et cetera. So when you get on the other side of the bars, okay, you know, it's okay to be on the other side when you got the keys, when you're the boss. But when you're on the other side, you don't have the keys and all you got is a roll of toilet paper to sleep on and some fucking hard ass concrete. Yeah, your outlook on life completely changes. Your outlook on government completely changes because now you're being persecuted. And when you see the corruption and you know there's corruption and it's 100% corruption, oh, now you're fired up. Now you have some constitution. Now you have some motivation. Now you want revenge. Donald John Trump is on the other side of the bars, and he is fucking pissed. His entire family is pissed. All his followers are pissed and don't think they're going to take this line down. All right. So if you Democrats, okay, and even if you're not a Democrat, you're just a left-wing liberal, all right, the world is going to change for you people, and it ain't going to be pretty. And I pray to God. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this in the public record. Here's my Holy Bible. Make sure y'all can see it. Oh, there it is. Holy Bible. There's my hand. I pray to God they instill the draft. And they have to draft all you twinks, you little effeminate wannabe men, and you fat lesbians with all your flaming rainbow-colored hair and flying your flags. Yeah, I hope they draft all of you. Then y'all can see what it's like to come home homeless after serving your country and be outcast on the streets, homeless, with all those old school veterans, yeah, that you didn't want to pay attention to. Now you're one of them. That's what happens. So all you people who can't see the other side of the bars, maybe you should go spend a night in jail and see what it's all about. See the corruption. See how they handle a motherfucker at booking. Okay? When somebody tries to stand up for their rights, see how they get manhandled. And they disappear and they go off into a rubber room for however long until somebody's looking for them, like they did me. Yeah. Okay. This is the movement, and it has that's just a little under 360 something days, or 350 days, whatever. Okay, less than a year, and this thing's going to gain some momentum. And when it comes, it's going to be unstoppable. And this is what we're going through, folks. This is why the Trump train will not be stopped. Absolutely. And I've told you guys 1,000 times. Criminal RICO coming out of New York from the New York State Attorney General, Letitia James. She's going to indict Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Eric, Melania, Ivanka, and all the spouses to those children, Donald John Trump. The only one who's not going to get indicted, Barrett, because he's underage. They're going to issue, Letitia James is going to try to issue a no bond because of the other pending indictments in other jurisdictions that he will probably be a flight risk. Okay. They can't stop him. So they have to take the whole family into custody. They will use Melania and Ivanka as the leverage linchpins to get Trump to cop out. So they will hold him in jail, the whole family. So they cannot participate in the election night next November or in the swearing in ceremony in January of 2025. And what that looks like for this country, as far as civil unrest, I cannot tell you. All I know is you better be prepared. I keep telling you guys this. Be prepared. Because all you Democrats and left-wing liberals out there, you guys don't hunt. You guys love Bambi. Okay? So the people who have the guns and the ammunition and the capability to use them, and right now, as I speak, are probably at their deer lease, honing their skills as snipers. Okay? Those people, the Republicans, the conservatives, the right wing, they have all the guns and weapons. Yeah. Y'all don't. Because y'all are morons, idiots, and you're going to get overrun. You're going to get overtaken. And when it all happens, sayonara. The world will be a better place without you. I promise you that. Okay? Our schools will be better. Our education system will be better. Our taxation will be a lot less. Our political system will be streamlined and cleaned up. We'll get rid of all this, burdensome governmental, intrusion upon our lives. Hopefully we can get rid of, these hundreds of thousands of laws on our books that nobody knows. Not one person in this world knows every law in the United States. Not one person knows every federal law in the United States. It's impossible. There's too many of them. That's why they have law libraries. You gotta have a freaking library just to follow the 10 Commandments? A law library? Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs, but this is what's up. Okay. And I've been warning you guys and warning you guys and warning you guys. Beans, bullets, band-aids. Do not have money in your bank. Okay. Just have money in there to pay your bills and survive. Get all your big money out of there. I'm telling you, get low denomination notes, because when shit hits the fan, he who has the gold rules. And if you have a bunch of $1 bills and everybody else has 20s, 50s, and 100s, well, guess who gets to break those down for? Yeah, guess what? I'm only giving 1 to 4 today. So for every 100 you give me, I'm giving you 25 ones. I just made $75. See how easy that is? Be prepared, folks. The shit's fixing to hit the fan. And it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be very ugly. You're going to see things that you never thought you would see. Because I guarantee you, 10 years ago, if you would have said, there are going to be men participating in women's sports and everybody's going to just accept that, even on the Olympic level. Huh? What? Really? Yeah. And we've already had a transsexual in the White House. We've all had a homosexual in the White House. Yeah. All that has happened. Right before your eyes. You've been bamboozled. You've been lied to this whole time. Imagine that. Your government lying to you. Look, folks, all you gotta do is walk outside every day. I walk out every morning to walk my dog, and I look up in the sky and I see chemtrails. Not contrails, chemtrails, not condensed particles in the air. Those are chemtrails. They're actually chemicals. And if you see one passing the sun at sunset, you will see the chemical rainbow. Absolutely, folks. Okay. Your government is trying to eradicate you. They are dumbing you down with chemicals. There's aluminum in those chemtrails. Strontium, barium, and aluminum are the three main heavy metals in the chemtrails. So go look those up and see what types of neurotoxins those are, and see what types of long-term and short-term effects they have on the human body. Telling you folks. Okay. And why? Why are the Democrats and left-wing liberals the way they are? You know, why do they get out and vote? Because they're followers. They're not leaders, they're followers. The Democrats aren't smart enough to vet their candidates and vote for the right people. They just, oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, yeah. They're telling me all kind of good stories. Unicorns, rainbows, glitter up my ass. Woo, I'm gonna fart glitter. Yeah, absolutely. They're not smart enough. Okay? Yeah, you're intellectually challenged. You don't want to read, you don't want to do your homework, and you're going to follow the leader, whoever your leader is. And if your leader is Sheila Jackson Lee, who clearly makes a laughing stock of Houston, Texas, of this entire congressional district that I happen to live in, which is Acres Homes and Fifth Ward, which is predominantly what you call a black, excuse me, a black neighborhood, but they're melanated because there's no such thing as blacks or African Americans. Go look up a GSA Standard Form 181 and go read it. That's all you got to do. Go read. Okay? But you Democrats, you're losers because you're not smart. Y'all follow the Democratic National Party. Whatever they say you're going to do, you're going to hop in line, y'all going to frog march to them. Because you're stupid. You're dumb. You have no ability to think for yourself. Y'all are stupid. I'm calling the entire Democratic Party stupid. Okay? The ones at the top that are running things like Obama, the Obamas, the Clintons, even the Bushes are in on it. If you don't think the Bushes and the Clintons have been working hand in hand since Clinton was in Hope, Arkansas, you better go do your research, folks. Clintons and Bushes have been working together for decades. Largest narco traffickers in the United States. I said that. The Bushes and the Clintons. I said that. I said it. Prove me wrong. Somebody fucking come sue me. Please, anybody. Anything I say, come sue me. Call Joe a pedo. Come sue me. You know why you don't see lawsuits flying left and right for libel and slander? Why? Because it's true. If it was false, if it was libel, if it was slander, there'd be lawsuits flying left and right. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be seeing like subpoenas for Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. Yeah. To get those videos and get those posts. But you don't see that, do you? You don't see the Clintons, you don't see the Bushes, you don't see the Obamas, Kerry, Podesta, all these longtime Democrat, demon, adrenochrome, satanic, blood-sucking motherfuckers. Yeah, I said that. I said that. Beat me up to shut me up. That's what I say. I have a platform, I have a voice, and I'm going to make it heard. And I'm going to keep espousing my opinion. And when my opinions parallel with other people who are very influential, who have a much larger audience than I have, who speak to many people than I do, more influential people with more knowledge than I do on a daily basis. Thank you, Joe Rogan, for that, for your intellectual curiosity. Because if you don't have intellectual curiosity, you're never going to learn anything. You're not going to know how anything works. You're just going to accept a fucking Oh, well, that's how it is. What can I do about it? I'm just one person. Well, guess what? I'm just one person, and you're hearing my voice. So I'm making a difference. Something I may say in this video may register with you, just one thing. And it may click, and you might go, oh, wow, hey, Fearless Floyd was right. Maybe I should listen to that guy. I haven't been wrong very often. And when I am wrong, I do stand up and I admit it. Hey, guess what? I made a mistake. I was wrong. Okay. And I got a big one to come out and acknowledge where I made a mistake. And it will come out. Okay. Because I have two parties, two different stories. So I've reached out to the one who gave me the story first, which, according to the other party, 100% patently false. So I reached out and said, hey, I got something. Would you like to respond? Come on, do a video. Crickets. So I'm going to send another message today. So I've given them ample opportunity, 2 weeks to reply, and they're not going to. So they're going to get blistered. Okay. When I get finished with you, you're going to be blistered. You're going to be roasted over an open fire. I'm going to take you to task. Absolutely. And I'm going to roast you. I'm going to tear you up. Because you tore me up. You came on and you lied. You lied to me. You lied to everybody. So I'm going to handle you. So you have an open invitation. It's sitting in your inbox and Telegram. And you know who I'm talking to. So reach out to me. Come defend yourself. If not, I'm going to defend you. And guess what? I'm not going to put a line of scrimmage up there. I'm just going to steamroll you because you didn't come on. And I'm going to show the text where I sent them to you that you didn't reply. So do whatever you want, girlfriend. Wow, who's he talking about? Which one? She's been on my show. So just go back and look through my videos. Try to figure it out. Bet you can't. So anyway, let's get back to these left and right, red, blue, purple, green, black, and white, all these other fucking things going on in this world that really piss me off that, yeah, everybody's just ignoring. Oh, it'll go away. No, it won't go away. All those people crossing the border, they're not going away till we deport them, till we put a bounty on their head and open it up, just like feral hogs. You can hunt feral hogs in Texas 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and you can hunt them from a helicopter with an automatic weapon. Absolutely. That's how badly Texas wants to eradicate feral hogs. It's open season, and anything's game. We're going to have to do the same thing with these illegal immigrants. We're going to have to put a $100 bounty on their head, open to any United States citizen or national who can prove it with a birth certificate or a passport or governmental issued ID. And they're basically bounty hunters. Go round them up, make you some money. It just costs us about half a trillion, clean it up. 500 billion. That's a good stimulus to the economy. All you out of work guys over there, just go get you a taser, some handcuffs, some zip ties, a couple black bags, pillowcases. Go rounding them up. All you do is go Home Depot, go some of these discount Mexican grocery stores, comidas, go hang out there. Shit. You have a field day. You'll be making $1,000 a day every day. Imagine that. Boy, put you out of work. I mean, you have a job quick. Make a lick. I mean, if there's 8 million, we know there's probably closer to 20 million countrywide. Yeah, just throw a couple zeros on the end of that. What do you got? Mm-hmm. And then all the processing and everything else, about $500 million. Shit, it's costing us $451 billion per year for them coming in. So why don't we just spend it getting rid of them and take care of Americans doing it? If y'all like that idea, hey, write your representative, write your congressperson, write your legislature. Tell them what you want done. Say, hey, we need a bounty on these people. $100 bounty payable by the U.S. government from the United States Treasury. Everyone you turn in, you get $100 credit. And every month you're going to get a check, just like Social Security. Yeah, I caught me 63 this month. Wow, I get $6,300 tax free. Boom. Yeah, now your standard of living just went up on the backs of illegal aliens. How's that for a solution? We're spending the money anyway. Why not spend it in the right places? So for all you loser Democrats and left-wing liberals out there who are not getting it because you're dumb, because you're not smart enough to actually go read and understand what this country really needs, okay? You're just listening to the Democratic Party. Oh, okay, they're telling me that's what I need to do, so that's what I'm doing. Because you're a follower. You're not a leader. You're never going to be a leader. Nobody in the Democratic Party is going to be a leader, except the ones that are leading, because they've got you all bamboozled. They got you under their thumb. You're in a cult. Okay? You're going to do whatever they tell you to do because you're a follower. Wake up, get smart. Don't be dumb, because we're going to know next November how dumb y'all people really are. If y'all go out and y'all vote for all the Democratic candidates, we know you're dumb as a fucking box of rocks, probably dumber than a box of rocks. Absolutely. That's what's wrong with this country. Both political parties have been hijacked. And they're being hijacked by nefarious people who do not have the United States of America in the best interest for their goals. Their goals is to enrich themselves to become more powerful and stay in power. Right? Isn't that what the Bidens are doing? They've been doing it for decades. 50 years, Joe's in there, grafting, doing side deals. And he let his son handle all the deals for him. Here, Hunter. Yeah, I'm going to let a crackhead do it. Yeah, crackhead who likes to human traffic young women. And don't think I don't know what that looks like, because I've been there. I haven't trafficked young women. I never had to traffic women. I've never had to pay for sex. Never, ever. Thank God I've had it thrown in my lap, literally. But I've been there. I've been in the crack houses. I've been with the crack whores. I know what that looks like. I know what it is to go on week-long binges at hotels and apartments, condos, townhouses, houses. Where, if you're staying up for a week partying, having sex, and, going, fuck, matter of fact, I stayed up for a week solid with one girl having sex the entire time. We had sex every which way you can imagine possibly have sex. We ran out of things to do. Yeah, smoking crack. I admit it. Absolutely. For a week straight. Yeah, and then I went to New Orleans for the weekend. It had even more fun. So when you want to talk about a drug addiction and what it causes you to do, and when Hunter Biden comes out and says, "Oh, I was an addict, I wasn't in my right mind." No. You were in your right mind. You were doing exactly what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it at any time, because you had millions of dollars. And all you had to do is pick up the phone and go, "I need more money. My daddy is not going to do this unless you send me more money now." It's like, damn, Hunter, really? You operate like that? Jeez. Good thing Hunter and I never hooked up together while he was in his addiction, because we would have tore it up. Absolutely. Yeah, if I would have had millions of dollars, I'd probably still be strung out. I was having too much fun. Lots of fun. So I get it, Hunter. I understand, bro. It's fun. But sometimes you have to grow up, and you have to be a responsible human being, not only for yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your country, but just to become a higher spiritual entity. Kind of went off on a tangent here this morning. You know, I haven't gone upstairs to take a shower yet for the day and get ready, but yeah, that just pissed me off. You know, and then when I hear such major influencers parroting the same thing that I've been parroting for months, you know, I like to make a point. The original Mark Z, when he's talking about all the RV stuff, generally I'm ahead of him. So I do my homework, kids. I sit here all day and read, listen, research, talk to people. So I know what's going on. I have my finger on the pulse. Absolutely. The banks are going to crash. The economy is going to collapse. It has to happen. To this day, I have no idea how they're continuing and perpetrating this Ponzi scheme called the US dollar, Federal Reserve. You see these banks popping. Okay, the mainstream media will not cover it. They cannot create a panic. They cannot create a run on the banks. Your bank does not have your money. I promise you. Okay, if you do not believe me, if you have over $5,000 in the bank, okay, more likely than not, if you go down to the bank and say, I want all $5,000 in $1 bills, they can't give it to you because they don't have it. A bank doesn't have $5,000 in $1 bills they can give to you? No, because they only have so much currency on hand. They have to order it from the Federal Reserve Bank. Here we have a Federal Reserve Bank in Houston, Texas, right over Allen Parkway. Absolutely. Yes, the Office of Comptroller of Currency here in Houston, Texas. Okay, that's how they get their money. How do I know this? Because I personally had to order money from the Federal Reserve multiple times from my Wells Fargo branch because they don't have the money. Most all transactions today are digital transactions. Debit card. You go into the bank, boom, you deposit a check. You know, that's kind of a digital transaction. It's going into a digital format from the check. The check gets endorsed and gets fractionalized on the open market, gets hypothecated. If you don't understand what that is, go look up the definition of hypothecation. I learned it over a decade ago. Yeah. Fractionalized money systems. Go look that up. Go educate yourself, folks. Go find out what the fuck is really going on. Go find out that the Federal Reserve Bank is no way associated with the United States, except for the point that the president gets to appoint the who? Chairman of the board of the Federal Reserve. That's it. That was the deal. That was the deal. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put us in the deal with the devil on that one. Don't think they didn't. So if you know any left-wing, liberal, Democrats, independents who are, you know, hedging on the fence, educate them. Don't try to convince them. Don't try to turn them because they're not going to hear you. You have to be able to put that little dog whistle word, you know, a little buzz in their ear that they connect. They go, oh, that was interesting. Maybe I should go check that out. And you never know what that trigger word is going to be or that trigger phrase. All I can tell you is this. Classified documents case in Florida with Trump. Joe Biden did this exact same thing, had files everywhere, not only in his little beach house, in his home, in his office, in his library. Yeah. Of course, he didn't get indicted. Because this is the weaponization of the United States government against its political opponents. And where does that happen? Russia? Germany? Africa? Just start to sound like, fascist dictators. That's what we're under right now. You have a fascist dictator in office. They're going to tell you what you have to do. It's not a choice. So be prepared. Be prepared for, I don't know what the lockdown is going to look like. I don't know what the precursor for the lockdown is going to be, but they're going to try to lock us down again. Absolutely. Whatever that looks like. And what they want is they want civil unrest. They want these inner cities of these democratically run cities like Oakland, Chicago, Houston, San Francisco, LA, New York. Should I just go on and on and on and on? They want these cities, they want them with no police. They want hoodlums, thugs, rapists, terrorists running around committing crimes. They're going to process, the cops are going to arrest them, process them through the system. They're going to bounce right back out on some ridiculously low parole, if not a personal recognizance bond, and get right back out and reoffend. We're seeing it over and over and over and over. You're seeing groups of masked individuals raiding stores like Nike and Old Navy, and just taking whatever the fuck they want, running out. You see, in Houston, they're actually juggers. Okay, juggers, which is usually a bank term where these thugs follow people home from banks and jack them. Okay, they're called juggers. It's a thing. I got jugged once. Thank God I didn't have to face them face to face, because I would probably be in prison. But they followed me from a bank. I went in and get some papers notarized, had my backpack with me with all my, notarization gear. And they thought I was getting a bunch of money. They followed me. I parked, went into a store, and the guy I had with me was slow getting out of the car. So I set my alarm. It didn't set. They just helped themselves to the bag and split. How I know all this is because when I got home, I looked from the bag. Where the hell did that bag go? And I called the place, see if they had a video camera. They didn't. So I went back, found a company that had a video camera, contacted them. They said, yeah, they reviewed the video, saw the car pass, come back, pull up, saw the guys get out, get the stuff out of the car. So that's a real thing. You're going to start seeing people get jugged for groceries. I've told y'all this. It's coming. It's going to happen. Okay. And they're not going to hit the little Mexican, low income, poverty stricken barrios and ghettos. They are going to, they're going to the high end places, the Whole Foods, the Safeways, the Krogers, the Randalls, those grocery stores, HEBs. Okay. They're not going to La Tienda. What's the other one? No, they've got a bunch of them. Okay. It's coming, folks. It's fixing to get real crazy out there on the streets. People don't have money. People are not spending money this Christmas. Thanksgiving was kind of a dud. I think Christmas is going to be even a bigger dud. And as we progress through 2024, I think you'll see the same thing. That people are going to be running out of money more and more and more. And it's a sad commentary on the United States, greatest country in the world, greatest country that ever existed. And more likely than not, it's probably never going to be the same. So thank God I can say that I lived the best life at the best time on the planet Earth in the United States of America. We didn't have to worry about pedophiles. We didn't have to worry about Satanism. We didn't have to worry about getting snatched up on the streets. We didn't have to worry about getting jacked, molested, assaulted, accosted, or have to pay 4 times as much for food. It's like I could hardly walk in anywhere, any grocery store, Walmart, Target, HEB, without, dropping 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks. Going, God damn. That Jesus. Yeah, it's a sad commentary on what's going on. And now they're trying to create all this synthetic food and beverages. I'll give you all a perfect example. Perfect example. My roommate has been battling cancer for years. And I've told him 1,000 fucking times, it's your diet, bro. You're feeding the cancer with sugar and high fructose corn syrup and sucralose and all these other chemically created neurotoxins. So the other day he was down here, oh man, you should go look at my fridge. You'd be really proud of me. I don't have to. You know why? Do you know why I don't have to go look in his fridge to tell what he's eating? Because I look in his trash and I look up all his stuff. Well, he thought he was going to be slick and got him a little life coaching job. And that guy gave him a bunch of Whole Foods debit cards or gift cards rather. And so he's been shopping at Whole Foods thinking, I'm buying good food because it says organic on it. Well, if y'all flip it over and read the ingredients like I told him to do, and he doesn't want to do because he doesn't want to read, he's lazy, he's an idiot. Okay. He is the dumbest person I've ever met in my entire life. And that's saying a lot because I've met thousands of people who are really dumb. Because when you get in prison, you meet some really stupid people. But he is dumb. So I read these ingredients. Organic cane sugar, cane sugar. I'm like, bro, product after product, sugar. No, bro, I'm not proud of you. You're a fucking idiot. Sorry, because you don't listen. So he's on the slow train to dying of cancer. Thank God he's fucking finally getting out of here. Yeah, thank God. Finally got rid of it. Ran out of money before he ran out of life. Yeah. So I've been struggling here dealing with that because my mom passed away of cancer, and I just really don't want to be around that. And kind of shoving it down my throat. So thank God he's gone, and I won't have to live with that anymore, and I can have a harmonious house. I can actually do stuff here. I can invite people over without having a sexual predator here. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Anyway, y'all don't know who he is. Y'all just know of him. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. It's coming, folks. It's really coming. And it's going to be a sad commentary. Real sad. Raining? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're getting some rain down here in H-Town. Much needed rain. What the hell? All right. My phone's blowing up. I've got a gazillion text messages, as you hear. And I think I've said enough for today. I'm just going to throw this up as a commentary. So listen to me. If I'm saying it, and I've been saying it, and Joe Rogan's saying it, and you're going to start hearing more and more people saying it, what do you think? Who should you listen to? What should you listen to? When should you listen to it? When should you act? Be prepared. That's all I can tell you, kids. Be freaking prepared. Be prepared. Make sure you're ready. If you're in the inner city, you better goddamn make sure you're prepared. If you live out in a rural area where you can hunt and fish and survive off the land, and you're away from civil unrest, you're probably at a good place. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell if you want to reach me, the Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. The Fearless Floyd Show across every social media platform. I'm mainly over on Telegram. Come check me out over there. TheFearlessFloydShow.com is my website. I'm going to start selling salt lamps, some really, really, really cool ones, not just like, the rough edged. These are polished and cut on a lathe or with a saw. I got pyramids, blocks, square blocks, cubes, all kind of neat stuff. So hopefully I'll have time to put those up there on the website today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, I'm just sitting here in my living room talking to myself.